Well, Hulu is teaming up Lindsay Lohan and Shailene Woodley for a juicy new limited series, Count My Lies, based off the best-selling book, and that kicks off our Hot Topics brought to you by Walton Arts Center. So the drama follows compulsive liar Salone Caraway, played by Woodley, who lands a dream nanny job, for Violet Lockhart, played by Lindsay Lohan, only to find out that the household is hiding explosive secrets.
Ooh.
And so it also comes from the This Is Us producers, Isaac Aptaker and Elizabeth Berger. So the 20th television project makes Lohan's first starring role in a TV series and Woodley's latest Hulu venture. We don't have a premiere date yet, but it definitely promises plenty of twists. I've not read this book.
Me either. But I love these two.
I do too, and I'm interested to see how they start opposite one another. I think it's going to be interesting. And I love this Lindsay Lohan comeback.
Yeah, when I hear start opposite each other, I think rivals. I think there's some kind of something where there's a rift.
I think something's going to happen.
All right, lots of drama. Love it. Well, the Kennedy Center Honors are celebrating an eclectic group of icons this year, each recognized for their lifetime contributions to American culture. Country legend George Strait is being honored for shaping modern country music with decades of chart-topping hits. Sylvester Stallone, who you see here, beloved for his work in the Rocky and Rambo franchises, celebrated for inspiring audiences worldwide.
Forget about it.
That's right. Disco's diva Gloria Gaynor, timeless anthem I Will Survive remains a global symbol of resilience. Broadway's Michael Crawford, he is honored for his award-winning stage career, including The Phantom of the Opera, while rock pioneers Kiss are being recognized for their electrifying performances and lasting influence on music. So what an eclectic group of honorees this year at the Kennedy Center.
Yeah.
I love to see a little Kiss and a little Broadway all on the same.
I love to see a little Kiss.
You know, you got
to see a little
Kiss.
Look at
there's
him.
Simmons right there. Love it.
No, that's super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to see if I can pronounce his name correctly because I didn't look up the pronunciation.
Okay,
like
here we
adore.
go.
But
Take a shot at it.
Stranger Things star Dacre Montgomery is opening up about why he stepped away from Hollywood just as his career was taking off. So we know that he played Billy Hargrove, right, on Stranger Things. He's an Australian native. He said that social media kind of stripped away the mystery that once defied stardom, prompting him to take a 5-year break. So he has since been pretty selective with his roles, focusing on projects with lasting impact, like his new indie thriller, Win Up the Hill. So he's also preparing for his directorial debut with The Engagement Party.
Okay.
I'm taking this as he didn't like everybody knowing
all about
everything about him, and maybe the pressure that comes from being famous and needing to have social media.
You need to have
nowadays.
a social media presence. You got to have somebody knowing about every aspect of your life, and he wanted to take a step back from that. So hey, no shade, man. Take a moment.
And that's a real thing, just so people know. I mean, a lot of my friends are actors, and they do. I mean, on audition forms now, they ask you how many followers you have. It's weird.
It is weird to me too. I know. It's something of the future, I guess. Not my generation. Well, great news, though, for your streaming queue, everybody, because Landman stormed back this week with a Season 2 premiere date. The Taylor Sheridan oil-filled drama starring Arkansas native Billy Bob Thornton returns to Paramount Plus on November 16th. Now, in it, Thornton plays Tommy Norris, a rugged landman navigating moral and corporate challenges under the West Texas sun. With its one-season success rate, the series is fueling anticipation for this next chapter. So they announced this, I believe, yesterday or the day before. But you can check Season 2 when it drops on Paramount Plus, November 16th.
That's exciting. I love Billy Bob Thornton.
He's great.
I mean, he's good in everything he does.
And John Hamm, who you see right there.
John Hamm.
And Demi Moore.
John Hamm, am I right? And Demi Moore is in it. That's,
what a
queen.
cast.
Oh, great folks. Well, Bindi Irwin is sharing a major health update. You know, we kind of talked about this. She's been battling endometriosis. And if you remember, we talked about her recent surgeries, including the removal of her appendix and repairing a birth-related hernia. So she says that for the first time in over a decade, she's feeling better and regaining strength after years of debilitating pain. And she's also calling for an end to the stigma around women's reproductive health, urging open conversations and global change. She first went public with her diagnosis back in 2023 after suffering symptoms for 10 years.
Wow.
Listen, I know a lot of women who suffer from this, who just are looking for answers. It's a real thing.
Yeah,
and I'm glad that she's okay now. I'm glad that she's on the mend.
Yes, and speaking of, another news story along those same lines, courageous comeback alert, because Dallas Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones is cancer-free after battling stage 4 melanoma for the past decade. In a new Netflix documentary, Jones details the surgeries, his participation in an experimental immunotherapy trial, PD-1, that he says saved his life. Now 82, Jones credits this, quote, miracle drug for giving him more time for football and for family. So a couple of success stories. You know, I feel like this news broke yesterday that he had battled cancer and come out victorious, but also it was the first time that I had heard that he had cancer. So I learned he had cancer and beat cancer on the same day.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah,
So goodness,
right.
It's just scary when there's a health scare like that.
Absolutely it is.
Okay, this has been a hot topic in our office this morning.
Yeah, it
okay,
has.
Several of us have been talking about this. A Mississippi mom is turning college move-in date into a luxury experience, and I guess it's paying off big time. Shelley Gates, a former elementary school teacher, now runs Mary Margaret Designs, creating top-to-bottom dorm makeovers. Yeah, that's a dorm that costs over, get a load of this, $20,000. Her designs, from velvet bedding to custom chandeliers, wow students and soothe some nervous parents. She says that it's about more than decor. She helps families navigate the emotional leap of sending kids off to college this year. And so she's transformed about 15 dorms across the South, with some reveals going viral on social media, as you can see. And I just have to say, my college dorm didn't look anything like
Not even
this.
remotely close. I think I took the bedding that the college offered because they had like some
They
plans.
offered it?
Yeah. And so I was like, yeah, sign me up. Sounds cheap and I can deal with it.
I don't know if they offer that anymore.
They probably don't. You got to get
that.
a fancy makeover for your dorm room.
Listen,
Oh,
more
bougie.
power to her. Like, she saw that there was a need for it.
She filled that need.
And
Made a whole
good
business
for her.
out of it.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, check this story out from the Intermodal Center in Erie, Pennsylvania. It involves a rough-tastic husky and a doodle. These four-legged friends were on standby, ready to dole out cuddles and calm for veterans and anyone else really who popped in. The hour-long pet therapy session is the first of its kind, hosted by the Erie County Veterans Agency, and judging by the smiles, it won't be the last. Organizers say they hope to make it a monthly treat because nothing says stress relief quite like a wet nose and a wagging tail. You know, pets can do so much for us, and I love to see this happening.
they're so stinky. And look, he has shoes on.
I know, so cute. I
so
knew you would love this.
polite.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Smiles all around for everybody.
Smiles all around.